Facebook, we are back and it is late, bro. We an hour late. Hey, let's go. What it do? Dream didn't get here till like 4 minutes ago. He got here at 10. And it was ridiculous. I was like, bro, what we doing? We start at 9 and you here at 10. And you know. But hey, we here. Y'all should be thankful that y'all ain't gotta be thankful. But I appreciate y'all. Sorry. That video been playing on my phone all day.
So it's real. I thought that was a joke. They really shopping dairy hearing in Tennessee.
They are. But it is a joke. But we'll talk about that at the end of the podcast. That's not even in our script tonight.
That's crazy.
They are shopping.
Best person in the whole state.
They are shopping them, bro, but they ain't shopping it for that. Anyway, man, this is Souf Got Something to Say, episode 141. Let's go. What's happening, man? This your boy Country coming live from the Souf Got Something to Say, episode 141. We back in the building. Let's get it.
It's your boy John Morant, man. I'm throwing them things in the air, cuz.
My boy need help. It's the heavily orchestrated, never duplicated lyrical symphony known as the Eternal One Eternity, holding it down for the South. Yeah.
So y'all actually mad at John Morant for being a young brother that's rich?
Who mad?
No, I'm mad at him because he was a young brother who wasn't. Bro, first off, John Morant didn't grow up in the hood. Period.
Them the worst ones, bro.
I understand they the worst ones, bro, but he didn't grow up in the hood. Period. And you are a millionaire now with so much opportunity. You can do so much for your hood. Even if you don't want to, you could. You are in a much better position, and you about to throw away your career for image.
Trying to be hard.
For image, bro. That's why I'm pissed. That's why I'm upset. Because it's only for image. John Moran got no real smoke, bro. And if he got real smoke, that means he got bad people around him. If he got people that's really beefing with him, the people around him are bad for him.
I agree.
He should be hanging out with his teammates. Well, I say that, but ain't Dylan Brooks his teammate? Dylan Brooks is terrible too.
Yeah. But
you know, bro, first off, he went on IG Live and showed a pistol. As a millionaire, bro.
I mean, I'm still have pistols.
Yeah, but you gonna show him if it's gonna if it's gonna affect your money? Cause bro, you got the right to bear arms in the U.S.
Thanks.
So, do you get on live and portray that you got that pistol ready if you're a millionaire? This is my thing about John Morant.
I want to get Kanye West.
Bro, this is my thing about
Rich
John Morant, bro. If I was a millionaire, bro, I wouldn't have no men problems. Because I'm going to make sure the people around me is good people and we chill and we got the same motive. You know what my problem be? Is whores trying to sleep with me for my money. Trying to have a baby with me. Trying to goddamn sneak in my room. That'd be my problem. Bro, I would have a scandal going on because whores won't leave my room door alone. That is a real problem for a millionaire. Not beefing with a broke dude in the street. Bro, they say he beat up a 17-year-old, bro. You know how much money that 17-year-old had?
I ain't heard nothing about that. All I know he's.
That's what he got suspended for.
No, he got suspended for the gun.
He got suspended for flashing the gun, but he was under investigation because he beat the 17-year-old up. Now, mind you, they say he had rightful cause to strike. To beat that 17-year-old up. But at the end of the day, I'm not, bro. If I'm a millionaire, I'm not fighting nobody that make $15 an hour.
I don't know. I slap a bit.
I can afford to pay somebody to slap.
How rich I am.
I can afford to pay somebody to slap him for you.
Yeah, but like T.I. said, it ain't the same until I see it myself, bro.
So you'll forego your millions just to slap somebody?
I don't know. Depends on the situation.
Oh, bro, you bad with money then?
I'm bad with slapping motherfuckers.
No, you terrible with money, bro. It's no way that I'm gonna give up my $10 million contract. And I don't know what his contract is. I'm just using a wild number. But if they gave me a $10 million contract, but I gotta play to fulfill my contract,
right?
It's no way I'm gonna give up my $10 million contract, bro.
Wait, is 100% $100 million nigga.
I'm sure. So listen to this, bro. What's my boy off Snowfall name is the main character? Saint.
Yeah.
What's his whole name though?
I don't know. As long as we know it's Saint.
Saints, bro. Saints.
Not Saints, just Saint.
Saint rode in the car with Lee to go talk to Man Boy. It was like season 2. Go talk to Man Boy. And and the problem was this Lee crew shot up the Man Boy block. He was on his block. They were like, man, he gotta get him off the block, keep him off the block. You know what I mean? We gonna go talk. They went over there. Shit got crazy because he found out Wanda was the girl that did the ABCs, right? And big argument broke out. He was like, man, get in the car, we leaving. Everything good, you ain't gotta worry about this no more. On the way back, Saint said, I built this shit brick by brick. And I be damned if a nigga tear down for how another nigga talk. Drive, motherfucker. That shit happened, bro. I be damned if I build a $100,000 career in the NBA and I tear it down behind the way another nigga. Bro, you talking about, if you beat up a 17-year-old, you talking about at the most $28 an hour dude.
Yeah.
I be damned if the way he talk caused me to tear down this empire that I built for myself.
I agree
I
wholeheartedly.
be damned. I don't care what he say, bro. What he say. And on top of that, at $100 million, and first off, John Morant got security too. Let's not act like he ain't got security. John Morant got security. As a $100 million dude, you got security. John Morant got security. If dude say something that's so offensive to you, if he say something about your mother, your security take care of that for you.
I was just finna
They'll
say,
make you feel good about it.
I was finna say, but I got that much money. I'm paying somebody to handle my business. I ain't got time to be.
Hey, beat him up. He just said something about my mother. And now I pay $1 or $2 million. You feel me? Versus get suspended from my team, don't make no money, and possibly indefinitely suspended. But first off, they say he had carried a pistol on the team plane to Denver.
That's a rumor
But they put him on indefinite suspension because of the rule.
for the investigation.
Yeah.
Well, they want to know how he got the gun when he was at.
It was a 2-game suspension for the gun on IG with Memphis. And then it turned to indefinite because they are investigating
How he got the gun.
how he got the gun to Denver. And he only got that from the team flight. 50-game suspension, bro.
It's a lot of money. A lot of lost money.
I don't care how a nigga try you, bro. I don't care how bad somebody try you. But first off, a season's 82 games. Say he signed $100 million for a 4-year contract, 82 games, 3 seasons. Bro, you talking about $20,000 a game?
Way more.
I'm actually way more. But I'm talking about 4 years, $100,000 divided by 82 times 4 divided by 4 years by 100,000 grand, bro. You probably around $25,000 a game. And they play 82 games. Bro, you suspend me for 50 games?
I ain't taking that L.
It's nothing. Unless somebody threaten my life, you ain't gonna hear about Craig done nothing, bro.
That's it.
Factual, bro.
Everybody gotta live what they gotta live with.
So you saying you would forfeit it?
I ain't gonna say that, but I know I slap the shit out of nigga.
I know you will. I'll be around you a lot. You my brother. But, bro, you saying that because you defending him right now. But
No, I'm
realistically,
not defending him. If I'm that rich, I'm not on TV with no goddamn gun.
well, then why you even take up the opposition?
I didn't. I'm just telling you, no matter how rich I am, if I feel violated, I'm slapping the shit out of motherfucker.
For sure.
That's what I ain't covering the gun shit. No, I'm not on no. Nigga, you ain't see me on no videos now with no guns, and I got all the guns, all of them. You feel me? But
I mean, and you
if
know
I
what?
feel disrespectful, no, you see me on.
Hey, bro, it's actually
Yeah, that totally different.
It's actually cheaper to slap somebody than have a gun on IG.
Yeah.
Because you slap somebody, you can pay them off outside of court. Hey, man, I had a moment of confusion,
Temporary weakness.
temporary weakness. I'm gonna shoot you $2 million, bro. This dude make $16 an hour.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot you $2 million. You let it go. Sign this NDA. It's over.
Yeah.
And it's over.
Now, just for your look over there, buddy, you've seen about 35 to 40% of shit that I want people to see. It's 60% of shit I can't show people.
I'm sure.
And you
But
know
I
that.
look like that.
Yeah.
But I look like that because you have done that.
Not it. No, totally different.
Ah.
I did it when I know I can get away with it.
Still.
Totally different.
But when you're when you're $100 million
That's
in the spotlight,
different. Yeah,
you can't
get away with
But
that
I'm
stuff.
saying, I got some shit that if the world knew I got this shit, I couldn't be having this conversation.
I believe.
Well, you tell them it's not so.
No, they can't. Nobody prove it. I can tell you right now that I got 10 bricks hid. Long they stay motherfucking hid, can't nobody take them.
What you don't know is the ATF can go into your house at any moment.
Nigga, so you think I got 10 bricks in my motherfucking house?
Well, ATF ain't studying bricks. They studying firearms.
And everything in my house legal. Exactly. That was my
You
point.
sure? Are you sure?
Everything.
We'll talk about Alpha.
Yeah, we can. Everything.
Speaking of niggas slapping the fuck out of people, y'all seen the Chris Rock special?
I didn't watch the whole special, but I seen the clip from that part.
I
Yeah.
watched the whole special.
I didn't watch the special because the night the special aired, it was John Bon Jones fight. It was.
Oh yeah, that was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday.
Saturday night.
It was live Saturday.
But when I cut it on Sunday, the motherfucker was that was before I came. I was in the tub. And it was live. You're right. That was Saturday.
Yeah, it was live Saturday night. So
They were telling me to wait. Special was coming on. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Cause I gotta get to the fight. So
the fight was live on Saturday night. On Sunday, I kind of like moved around differently because I was like, I can't, I had other stuff to do. But I want to see it. I seen the clips. I got a lot to say about it. I'm gonna let y'all lead in.
I watched the whole thing.
I ain't watched the whole thing, but I only seen that clip.
Since you've seen the whole thing, go ahead and lead in because I've seen the majority of it, but I watched it late, so I fell asleep on like probably the last 20 minutes. But I've seen a clip of the part that we talked about earlier.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, two converting points. It's two really. It's like I actually got phone calls about one, and that's the pro-life part.
He pro-life?
Pro-choice, I'm sorry.
Pro-choice. Okay,
He's very pro-choice.
Okay.
It ain't that he's just very pro-choice. The shit he said was so
I think I
dark.
heard that. I heard that.
that someone was like, I can't believe they let him say that. He said, you think a woman should have a right to kill a baby till they 4. You got every right to kill a child till you see that first report card. Because when you see that, you know what kind of motherfucker you got. Like, nigga, you ain't gonna make it. I'm gonna take you to the clip.
He did say that. I saw that part. He did say that.
That's funny.
That's fucked up.
It's so funny, bro.
He said I was like, oh,
It was so dark.
it's so on brand for his type of comedy though.
It's funny, bro.
It was so on brand for his type of comedy.
That nigga
Like, not saying I agree with it, so let me disclose that. I ain't agreeing with it, but it's funny. And that's the problem with comedy now, man. You can't think something's funny, and if you think it's funny,
He
you agree
softened the
with it.
cushion as well. He said, I got a couple of dollars that I love to death. And I'm glad that I got them. But I paid for a lot of abortions.
But that ain't the part I
He
was
said the
talking about.
two things that
I was
paid
talking about
for
what he
more than
originally
anything.
said. I ain't talking about what he just
He
said.
said the two things I paid more than anything is abortions and pussy. I done paid so much money for pussy that shit, I wouldn't have to be working now if it wasn't for that. He said, I'm gonna give y'all a secret. My wife, ex-wife, because I'm single now, got just as much money as me, and the bitch ain't told nail joke. He said shit ain't even funny. Some of the shit niggas say fucked up, but it was funny, man.
I mean, but that's what. So this is where I like thin the line. And I don't thin the line. I think comedy is comedy. You should be able to tell a joke and be understood as a joke without judgment.
He told some shit too, bro. That's fucked up.
So I think all of it's funny. It's just, you should be able to tell a joke without it being.
That he claimed no one knew until he told us if he did the stand-up. He tell a story about his daughter being racially profiled in school, right? These white kids that were shitting on her. But he never really wanted her to go through that. He wanted her to go through public school so she could learn it. But since she rich, you know, everybody wanted him to do this and do this. Family wanted to do this because he had money. So when she went through it, he played the digger role in the situation. Had his own daughter kicked out of school. He said, "I'm gonna tell y'all something. Ain't a motherfucker know I did that until right now when you motherfuckers see this special." You wait till you see that part. It's real fucked up. It was actually a headline. Chris Rock had his own child kicked out of private school. It's real fucked up. He played the real nigga role in this, acting like a real project type nigga. You know what I'm saying? To make sure it processed properly. Mm-hmm. He said, "But now that's my bad child." He talking great shit though.
Touch on the last part that we was just talking about.
And well, that's the whole part, and that's what everybody was watching it for.
Of course, because you remember in about the middle of the show.
What's the name of the show?
I can't even call it now.
I think the name of it is. I know the name. I can't call it. Bro.
You gotta know the name of the show.
It's what it actually was. The way he named the show
is based off of that.
Is what it actually was. It's called
Selective Outrage.
Yeah.
Selective Outrage.
So I had to tell you the name of it to understand why. Because it's little tidbits that build up to the finale of the show. Because the finale of the show is him getting slapped.
I was gonna say, but you remember in the middle, it was like middle of the show. People thought he was finna go there, and he didn't.
He snuck it. He said, "You know what? I'm gonna stop because I don't want no other rapper being mad at me."
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know how that goes.
Yep.
And then he went off of it. And it's literally only the last 10, 12 minutes, 13 minutes that he actually touched on it. You know what I'm saying? And he was more or less like, he said that, why would you go live and tell the world how fucked up your family is, didn't expect nobody to say anything? So when they all hit the fan, and he specifically said this, he said, the Breakfast Club called you a B. I'm saying B because there's a whole lot of them.
Yeah, he said Breakfast Club called him a B.
Drake Channel called you a B. The whole world called you a B.
The View called you a B.
He said, I call you to try to console you. You don't answer my phone, nigga. And then I make a little joke, and you want to slap me.
Because I can't beat you.
Because you know you can beat me. Mm-hmm. He said, this nigga played Muhammad Ali. I played Pookie the Crackhead. You know what I'm saying? What's the truth? He said, that was some fun shit. He said, look at the nigga movies. 90% of you got a shirt off. You see how, robot? I can't take my shirt off. You see me on the show get open heart transplant. I got a hoodie on. Y'all don't see it, but he is way bigger than me.
For sure.
He
said, we know that.
He hit me because he knew he can get away with it. And that makes you a B. I like the way he closed that.
So, I heard that joke and I heard that line, and I understood where he was coming from, bro. But this is the real of it, bro. You capitalize off the same shit. Like, you capitalize off that. Like, now mind you, bro, even if he offended you to utmost offensive part that you could possibly, even if he offended you behind that, bro, it ain't like they ain't reach out and try to have conversations and try to make amends up the situation.
Who's that?
The Will Smith camp, his camp.
Hey, Craig, can I say something real quick before you go on that?
For sure.
Fuck you in your camp, you slap me.
I get it.
Okay.
As long as you know.
So, but wait though, I understand that. If I slap you, right, walk up on you, slap you on stage in the national world audience, and then I get banned from the Oscars, I get ostracized by the media, and everybody's saying, bruh, you messed up, you made a mistake, and you don't respond immediately. Just say you don't. I know you would, but just say you don't. But then I reach out to you on several occasions publicly to let the world know I'm trying to reach out to you because I know I screwed up. I know I made a mistake. And you don't talk to me because you got that right to say I don't want to talk to you. Fuck you. But don't come back a year later and turn it to the spectacle that he turned it to. as if I didn't already admit that, hey man, I was in a moment of vulnerability. I was in a moment of something that was stupid. I made a terrible mistake. And yes, I probably did slap you because I know I could beat you up. But at the same time, I took that out on you when you didn't deserve that. You feel me? I tried to make amends with it. And I mind you, you're a comedian, so you gotta capitalize on what you got. But at the end of the day, you can, bro, he could have took that phone call from Will and made the same joke. And guess what what would have been way doper? If Will was at that show, and at the end of the show, he walked up on stage, they hugged it out. You feel me? That would have been way doper. Or if you don't even want to forgive Will, say, you could tell that same joke and be like, yeah, we talked. And I understand why he did. I mean, I don't understand why he did it, but he did it. I don't forgive him for it, but at least he tried to forgive. I mean, at least he tried to make amends for it. That's real. That's real life. So the thing about comedy is jokes, but it's the truth with the lie. You know what I'm saying? It's a lie, but the truth make it funny.
You're right.
That's what jokes is. The truth make it funny. So if I can tell these jokes, I'm going to tell you the lie, but I'm going to use the truth to make it funny. If I can do that and say that, yeah, you know, I got the crowd went crazy when he told that joke. But as soon as the crowd simmered down a bit, you can be like, yeah, he reached out to me and I'm good. But I just want y'all to know he did that. That would have been more of a man stance to me. Now, mind you, Chris Rock ain't never took that stance. He ain't never been that dude that been like the high ground. He got the one opportunity in his lifetime to have the high ground, and he has capitalized on it 100%. Because don't get it twisted, Chris Rock has his unfair share of scandals, an unfair share of bad situations. You feel me? But this situation happened to happen on the stage of the Oscars from somebody you don't expect it to happen from.
I agree with you on that. I'm gonna tell you, it's I know you haven't seen it. I like Chris Rock as a comedian.
Me too.
And I have watched. I've watched. A lot of people don't.
Chris Rock.
I done watched enough of his stand-up specials though.
Spike Lee.
I done watched enough of his stand-up specials though that there was probably in the first 20-25 minutes there's a bit in there
that it's like, no.
Not even that. It's a recycled bit, and I'm like, this your first special that you done had in quite some time. Now, I think he released Tambourine like 3 years ago, something like that.
Yep.
But this was like a callback to like Bigger and Blacker. I'm like, that's an old ass joke, bro. Come on. You could have found something else to put in that little bit of space. I do like Chris Rock as a comedian, but I think a lot of his jokes can be.
I respect him as a comedian.
I'll say, okay.
I respect him as a comedian. I respect him as a director. I think he killed the Spiral movie, and a lot of people hated it. I thought the Spiral movie was great. And a lot of people hated it because it was the new Saw movie. He bought Saw franchise.
Right.
I thought it was a great movie, but a lot of people hated it. I liked him in the movie with the chick where he was like married and something crazy happened. What was I can't remember the name. I liked him in a lot of his movies. I like a lot of Chris Rock movies. I don't like a lot of his stand-up.
I most definitely like his movies better than stand-up.
For sure.
But I can watch the stand-ups.
And
I came to watch Mike Epps stand-up.
I don't think I ever missed a Chris Rock stand-up.
I think me either.
I haven't.
I think your delivery can be different. And I don't think...
And it can be authentic.
Yeah. And a lot of times,
Chris
he
Rock
real over the top. He don't.
He don't feel authentic.
It's like he producing a character. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same character. And don't get me wrong, I'm really glad that he progressed, especially in his movies. But two of my favorite movies from Chris Rock is Head of State and Down to Earth. But it's like watching stand-up Chris Rock in just a structured timeline. It's that loud, obnoxious, just personality. You know what I mean? And in some things it's funny, and then in some things it's like you say, it's kind of cringe.
Yeah, it's cringe.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to take the good with the bad.
I'm gonna give you, and this is an unfair representation, but I'm gonna give you the best comedian ever, right? Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle get up on stage. He talk about some rough stuff that people cringe over.
Right.
But when Dave Chappelle is on stage and talking, you see him take pauses. You see him lower his head and think, bro, because the whole while he's processing what he's saying. And I've never heard him say something, even with the stuff that the transgender community felt like was super offensive.
Mm-hmm.
I never, like, even if I was a transgender and all, I couldn't be, and I'm not, but, and which invalidates my thought process, right? But even if I were, like, I could find humility in it. You know what I mean?
I get that.
I could find humility in it. Like, bro, he was like, he went to vote and it was Trump people up and down. He was like, I knew Trump was going to win. Well, I went to vote. And he was looking around like, he ain't for you, he for me. Bro, I can't level with that.
Right.
You feel me? But I understand that thought process. You
Right.
feel me? Like, bro, a millionaire and I'm poor. Right?
I get that.
I understand the thought process, but I understand the creativity, the time he take for his jokes versus like, I feel like Chris Rock go for shock factor. I feel like
I can see that.
Dave Chappelle goes for thought process.
But I'm gonna tell you, okay, so you actually, Dave Chappelle is a great example since we're talking about comedians and progress and growth.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like watching this Chris Rock special once again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I was watching Chris Rock from Bigger and Blacker. Bigger and Blacker came out in 1996.
For sure.
But you go back and watch Killing Me Softly, Dave Chappelle.
Oh, man.
And then go back and
Is
watch
that a
the
band
latest
selling
stuff.
crack?
Bro, it's two totally different people. And, you know, as much as I love the Chappelle show, I still go back and I'll watch old episodes and stuff like that. I can understand why not only why it was controversial, but why he walked away. I can understand why he walked away because he got to a point in his life where he was like, this ain't me no more. And I can't do this. And the money, I made enough money. I don't need to basically be this version of me anymore. It's time for me to evolve.
For sure.
And I don't think Chris Rock evolved.
Like, I'm not going to keep, like, because Dave Chappelle show 100% made light of black people.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, it was our real life, so we was able to enjoy it along with the world.
Right.
But after that happened for 2 years, he looked at his producers and was like, are they laughing with me or are they laughing at me?
Yep.
And he was like, oh, they laughing at me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time for me to walk away. That's the difference in the whole scenario, bro.
Real quick, and we'll move on. You got a favorite Dave Chappelle skit? Like from the Chappelle show?
I do.
What's yours?
Oh, man, the nigger family.
Mine too!
The nigger family, bro.
Mine too.
N-I-G-G-A-R,
it's the nigger family.
Bro, it's my favorite skit that Dave Chappelle ever did, bro. It was so hilarious because the nigger family was a white family.
Right.
And he was the milkman.
And it was spelled Niggar.
Yeah. He was like,
how you doing today, niggas?
how you doing today, niggas? I know how niggas is for paying bills. And like, bro, it was so many puns in it that was so real life to like.
But you do
That's
know
a
that
fact.
he did that to all races.
He did.
Oh yeah, he did.
For sure. No.
He did blacks more because he knew it better.
For sure. Now, the racial draft is probably my second favorite.
Okay.
Bro, when you think about it,
It's too many.
it's too many.
It's a lot.
Bro, Black Bush,
Like, Bush is funny.
Black Bush, bro. Like, racial draft, Black Bush, bro. All those skits was top tier. And, you know what I'm
Who
saying?
said something about oil? The guy's bitch.
Right. And ran up out of there. Ran up out of there. Hey, I know
you got the order?
I know we got a topic list, bro. But I gotta.
You go ahead.
I'll shut the fuck up.
You ain't got on? Well, you should shut the. Oh, anyway,
For sure, it wasn't neither one of them for me. It's Rick James, which won 100% him, but that's probably the biggest one he ever produced.
well, that's his most famous skit.
Yeah, Rick James. And
But see, I like the Prince skit.
I was
more
just
than
gonna say I like the Prince skit more than I like the Rick
Prince
James skit too.
Rick, to me, was funnier.
Well, Rick was
Clay
more
Bixby.
real. Clay Bixby was phenomenal.
So
Yeah.
they're my favorite too.
Clay Bixby was phenomenal too. But geez,
And that boy head exploded.
geez.
He took that mask off. Oh shit. Anyway,
What's
go
funny
ahead.
to
Continue.
me about that whole split is when they find out that him and his wife divorced. So I asked Clay, why did you get rid of your wife after all these years? And he simply said, she was a nigga lover. Oh, fucking die, bro.
Bruh, that shit was stupid, bro. So I this wasn't on our topic list, bro, and I was supposed to send some topics, bro, but my internet, anyway, that neither here nor there. So I gotta bring this up. Michael B. Jordan on the red carpet for the Creed interview, and L'Oreal say, "Hey," trying to interview him, and she was like, he looked at her, bro. If Lucy could kill, she was dead, but he was like, "Remember me? I was corny. We went to high school together, you know." She was saying that, "Oh yeah, me and him go back. We went to high school together," and he was like, "Yeah, remember I was the corny dude." But if Lucy could kill, she was dead. Y'all seen that, right?
I haven't. I'm finna look it up now.
So y'all ain't heard about the Michael? You heard it?
Nah, tell me about it.
I'm like Michael B. Jordan.
So wait, perfect. High
I'm
five.
not, man.
So high five. So
Wait, real quick. And I'm gonna throw this in, and then you finish the Michael B. Jordan story. We just to my Dave Chappelle. I'm petty like that. You remember the petty scene with Dave Chappelle?
for sure.
You know that one time when he went back to the comedy club that told him he would never be funny? He burnt that bitch down. And then he brought the girl even to fly out. And he said,
"Oh yeah,
my wife and Ginger petted me. Bitch, what you got on? Is that squirrel fur?" That is so me. So no matter how rich I get, if you shitting on me at one time, don't come to me later.
But see, this is the thing though. So in this, so
I ain't mad at him.
I'm gonna give you the whole scenario, boy, because you ain't see it. So it's Creed 3. This movie's coming out. It's a lot of controversy coming around him and Jonathan Majors anyway, because Jonathan Majors had just did the spread for Men's Health, and they had best.
He did the anime cover.
They did him the flamingo cover. They did him the rose and stuff. Bro, in great shape. And that shit, you know. So a lot of people like, oh, they taking masculinity. This is right behind Rihanna and ASAP shit. They scripting masculinity away from men. And I was like, nah, I don't know about this because this is behind an anime cover, and he just made a movie with a known anime fan, right?
Yeah.
So the upcoming weeks come up, then it starts showing him and their relationship. Then it's these pictures that come out in black and white where they like loving each other. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, bro, like Dream, Buck, these are my dogs. Spike, Real, Brandon, all these my dog, bro. I love these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like these my family members to me. They family to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we ain't out here hugging and doing what they did, bro. But like this is movie star stuff. Like they're expected to take pictures. We're not expected to take pictures.
Right.
You feel me? So like being expected to take pictures, you're expected to take pictures. Like we're not expected for that. So you're not gonna see those kind of pictures with us. You know what I'm saying? Versus like them saying, hey, this is a camera crew.
Right.
We want to show y'all a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, and bro, one thing you ain't never questioned, they said Michael B. Jordan like white women. He dated a black girl for a little while. They said that was cover up. And then we know Jonathan Majors, we don't know what he liked, but apparently he liked black women because he been caught with black women, but like he ain't never had like a public relationship, right? So they have this moment where they, you know, they love each other, like they friends, they best friends, they love each other. And then Michael B. Jordan got this Star Walk of Fame, and Michael B. Jordan had this long ass 6-7 minute monologue about how much he appreciates Michael B. Jordan. Because now mind you, Michael B. Jordan got there before he did.
All right.
And Michael B. Jordan went and found him and put him on set. Now mind you, we talking about Jonathan Majors, who's a little weird, maybe a lot weird, and not anime weird like Michael B. Jordan, but Jonathan Majors is weird as a human. You know what I'm saying? Like he's human and weird.
I get you.
Which is okay. It's okay to be weird. Like just because you don't understand what kind of person I am, don't mean I'm a bad person. It's just that I'm just uncommon for you.
Right.
So I seen that. Now mind you, I seen those pictures. Like, yep, I wouldn't take those pictures, but I'm also not them. I'm not movie stars. I'm not in the press trying to get photos.
You don't know how much money he got paid to take them bitches.
Right. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like
$1 million.
For one,
I took them bitches.
and 100% thing for sure. I've hugged my brothers before. Bro, I've hugged you before. I've hugged Spike before. Bro, I don't know if I ever hugged you, but I would if I needed to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it was a moment of like one of us going through something, bro, I would hug you and tell you, hey, bro, it's gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, don't mean I want to
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
It was wild to me that they tried to demasculate these men because they was vulnerable for each other. And that's the thing about black men. We ain't even allowed to be vulnerable with each other.
Right
If
about
we
that.
be vulnerable with each other, we gotta hide that shit. You know what I'm saying? If we be like, man, bro, I'm going through it. Like, Dream seen me cry real tears before.
I wasn't gonna kiss you though.
No, they didn't kiss each other though.
I was just throwing it out there.
Yeah, they didn't kiss each other though. But you see me cry real tears, bro. And if you felt like a hug would have kept brought me out them real tears, you
I don't
would.
think no problem hugging.
But that's I found it. That you're right. If looks could kill.
Yeah, if looks to kill, bro. He gave her that look. So then, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I started this podcast almost 2.5 years ago now. So I started this podcast, bro, and one of my favorite podcasts in the world is Joe Budden Podcast. And Joe Budden is the biggest hater on the planet. Always have been, always will
He
be.
just went through some shit, didn't it?
And
Something he said.
he's consistently going through some shit.
No, this just happened though. He just said some shit that he had to come back on and make
Well, you know he came out. He told the world that he was gay like a year
Not that
ago,
one, no, something
and then
just happened, like,
he had to
man,
tell the
we-
world that, "Hey, man, that was a joke. I'm not really gay." Like, but I knew that because I watched this show
Right.
thoroughly. But like a lot of the world was like, "Oh no, that makes sense," because Joe is a different dude. He's a weirdo. But for him to, where he hates on any male that's young and successful, where he think John David Washington is a bad actor, he thinks Michael B. Jordan is a bad actor. He was like, I don't even know what Jonathan Majors done, and you like saying that I don't know what he's done is discrediting somebody, Brandon. All these guys got great careers.
I agree.
Lakeith should be in this conversation, but no, Lakeith is probably better than all of them. Dead now.
Is he on? Is he doing anything right now? Like, I'm trying to think.
He just, well, you know, he was Atlanta. He was
Right. I'm
Atlanta.
wondering like what he's got up his sleeve, because he ought to be coming out with something
Well,
real
so
soon.
Judas and the Black Messiah. We both seen it. All have seen
Right.
it. Okay. Who's the best role in Judas and the Black
Yes,
Messiah?
sir.
Easy. So, The Harder They Fall. Who's the best role in The Harder They Fall?
Yeah.
Lakeith Stanfield is that dude, bro, for real. Now, he's a real weirdo, but he's a phenomenal actor. Phenomenal actor. And I just threw him out there because I feel like he deserves Sunflower's work because he's great. And he's a method actor, which doesn't last long, bro. He's going to drive himself crazy, and which is why he's weird.
Yeah.
But, you know, all this stuff came up, and then Joe was like, he went hard. He was like, man, that's corny that he did that to one of our black queens. First off, Joe, you deal with majority Dominican chicks, bro. You've been into black girls like 2 years.
Yeah.
Majority Dominican chicks. So don't act like you just been pro black queens this whole time. But then
yeah.
you go hard on this dude for something that he would have done.
Yeah.
He would have 100% done, bro. He don't fool with people that talk bad about him.
Right.
So, and then now mind you, Michael B. Jordan was disrespectful. He didn't call her name.
Yeah.
He just said, remember, I'm the corny dude. And then she was like, yeah, he walked around with his what they call it, portfolio, face card, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Like to get into movie roles.
Right.
You just have to take those to send off to people and
Right.
say, hey, look, I'm
Headshots.
Headshots. Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to walk around with his headshot. They clowning for that. Now, mind you, this dude has, since he's been in the industry, has told people that he is an anime fanatic. Before anime was cool.
Yeah.
Y'all thought this shit was weird. And mind you, I grew up an anime head. Y'all thought this shit was weird 15 years ago when I liked it. And I'm older than him. You feel me?
Yeah.
Y'all thought it was weird then. And then
I mean, you got me into anime.
he said it, and y'all thought it was weird. And then Meg Thee Stallion said it. And then
I still thought
now
it
it's
was
moving. Now, first off, you 60, so I don't expect you to conform. But like a lot of people who's giving it a try understand the greatness of it. But that's neither here nor there. That's not what I'm trying to argue here. But the fact that they was like so this is the one thing I did agree with Joe. What's wrong with being corny? Nothing's wrong with being corny. Nothing's wrong with being corny, bro.
You watch anime.
Anime don't make you corny, but Like anime is just a preference in television, but like corny means the way you respond and move around in public. I don't think it's anything wrong being corny. You ever seen a falling corny?
Absolutely not.
That's like saying I don't like a chick that's a tomboy.
The term wasn't used for me, but I was probably that guy in high school. Like I was never popular in high school. I was known, but I wasn't popular.
Bruh, same. Now mind you, I did get popular in high school my 10th grade year. I became somewhat popular. I became known. I wouldn't say popular, I became known. But up until that point, I probably was considered corny. Bro, I used to be into skateboarding and fast four-wheelers and go-karts and stuff, bro. That's what I used to do. Before I experienced women, video games, go-karts, four-wheelers, and fun.
You said experiencing women, dream of smiling, because, you know, he been experiencing women since he was 8. So,
hey, well, once you experience women, you get different stuff about yourself.
I agree.
That's a fact. Once you experience women, you get different stuff about yourself. And then once I experienced a woman, 10th grade, I had different stuff. And then they didn't see me as that. I was known, but I wasn't popular.
Right.
But if, bro, Mike Jones had a whole song back then. They didn't want me, now I'm hot at home. And y'all. Same thing Marcus B. Jordan did, and respectfully. Mm-hmm. But they try to make it a big deal.
I mean, they make it a big deal because he's a celebrity.
And, well, this is his biggest dark spot. You know, they say he don't like black women. Although, and they say they top Laura Harvey to kind of cover that up. But,
or because she fine.
I mean, that's where I was at with it. But, you know, they was like, he only did it to cover it up.
But, no, I smile because I fucking bitches selling dope in the 6th grade, bro. So what y'all went through, y'all 11th, 12th grade year, I went through when I was 12. And I never look back. It's all different. That's why I smile.
And on top of that, bro, you went through that life 10 years before we did.
It wasn't that money for a motherfucker.
You graduated in 97, right?
We ain't talking about my overall year.
What year you
We
graduated?
talking about I started in the 6th grade, you started in the 10th. That's 4 years.
What year you graduated?
Where you do math at, nigga?
What year you graduated?
It don't matter when I graduated.
You graduated in 97, right?
It don't matter when I graduated.
I graduated 06, bro. Almost 2 years.
That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. We talking about when you started.
I'm just
I don't
saying.
care if you started in 1935 or 2033.
But I'm just saying though, bro. Back then, you can't tell me that it wasn't way more acceptable to be machismo.
I don't know what the fuck that even means.
Bro, back then, you had to be like a manly man in the 90s.
What the fuck?
Nah, what I mean.
What you think I came through Jim Crow? Stupid ass niggas.
Nah, okay, I'm gonna give you a great example. Back then you couldn't wear pink.
I don't know. I don't remember.
And I wouldn't expect you to. You 60, but
I don't think men could wear pink until Cameron made it popular.
I agree. That was the era.
And that was
Cameron
2001,
started popping.
2000,
That's when it started popping.
That was 2001, 2002.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I grew up watching anime. In high school, middle school, I grew up watching anime. Bro, if I told people that I like anything outside of Dragon Ball Z, I was weird.
So, this the difference.
But now?
Craig, wait.
These kids can watch.
The difference ain't none of that dumbass shit you talking, nigga. It was what available. Because we watched Voltron, we watched the Smurfs, we watched Thundercats,
But, and then
just like
anime.
all the other kids. That ain't the point, nigga. I'm just saying we had what was available. And we did what was available.
But no, so a cartoon and anime is totally different
No,
things.
nigga, I know that. The point was there was no such thing as fucking anime.
It was.
Not when I was in the... Nigga, shut up.
So first off,
Nigga, we ain't have a 5 fucking total channels. Where the fuck they play anime at, nigga?
No.
We had 3, 5, 10, 15,
I wasn't
44.
in the early 90s, you right. I know you in the early 90s,
That's
you
what I'm
right.
saying, nigga. Ain't no nigga anime was us.
In the early 90s, you right.
Yeah.
When did Ronin Warriors come out? 96?
Something like that.
Would you consider that anime?
Ronin Warriors?
Yeah. I mean, because it was Japanese anime.
It was Japanese anime. Yeah, it would be anime. It's
That's
the
about the-
beginner. It's the era at the beginning.
That was about the closest thing to anime I watched.
But you
when I was
had
younger.
Pokemon, right?
I
Pokemon
didn't-
is anime.
But I didn't watch it.
Digimon was anime.
I didn't watch it.
When did that come out?
I didn't watch Dragon Ball.
2000.
I mean,
You didn't watch- whoa.
I didn't watch Dragon Ball Z.
Get the fuck out.
I've never seen one of the Dragon Balls in my life.
I only know about Dragon Ball Z because I'm now surrounded by people who are into anime. Then they can know way more about Dragon. I've never seen an actual episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Me.
Dragon Ball, none of
And
that.
you can't watch it now. I'm gonna be real honest with you, bro. As an adult that loves anime, Dragon Ball Z is some real hardcore mid, bro. Like I don't even know if I want to call it mid. And I mind you, I'm gonna get attacked. This is a hot take, and the world is gonna be mad at me. But bro, a fight used to last like 6 episodes,
Why?
bro. Because Goku was gathering energy from the world for 6 episodes, bro. That shit was awful, bro. Like now, mind you, as a kid being introduced to anime, you watching Yu Yu Hakusho. You come home off the bus and Toonami on. You get to watch Sailor Moon, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z was the reason why we said that, right?
Okay.
And you be watching it and you be like, bro, Goku been getting this spirit bomb together for 6 episodes, bro. Like it'd be like 6, like bro, week Monday through Friday, he doing the same thing. Come Monday, he got just the last pick on Tuesday, he let it go. And you be like, come on, bro. Or did you really just give me all that time? You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Versus Yu Yu Hakusho was a real anime show.
Okay.
Like those fights used to happen 1, maybe 2 episodes, bro. So like you see a ton of fight in this episode, you see a ton of fight in this episode. Story building, character building, all that happened. It was greatness. You know what I'm saying? But like as a little kid, wasn't that cooler than the Kamehameha wave? You know what I mean?
I get that.
So
Like I said, I think when Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z was on TV like that, I was beyond that. Like now, the one thing that I like, how you are with anime, that's how wrestling was for me.
Dragon Ball.
That's how wrestling is for me.
Dragon Ball started in '89.
Oh yeah, it
TV
did.
here.
And '92, maybe.
Dragon Ball Z was not on no regular TV in '92.
I did. First off, ain't no anime on regular TV until
That's what
now.
I'm saying. When did it hit regular TV in America?
Probably in the 2010.
Nigga, you know how old and grown I had 4 kids by then.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like you, in order, like
by
back
the time Dragon Ball Z hit America, nigga, I had 4 baby mamas.
back then.
The original run was from April 26, 1989 to January 31st of 1996.
Yeah, that's Dragon Ball, and then Dragon Ball Z came out right after that.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Let me back up. It's saying that Dragon Ball was from February 26, 1986 to April. I can't produce. Hold on. I'm looking for the whole thing. Dragon Ball Z started April 26, 1989.
Okay, Dragon Ball Z is '89. Okay.
But it's saying that the original Dragon Ball started in
'86.
86.
Yeah.
There was no way that shit was in America then.
Well, it wasn't. It was anime. It was Japanese.
Because I was watching Care Bears.
And bruh, if you could have watched,
Close thing I watched the
Dragon
anime then was Power Rangers, and which that's not anime, but
Ball, Power Rangers is Japanese.
Japanese. Yeah, it is
Power Rangers was the end of me being a child.
Yeah, Power Rangers is Japanese
culture. Yeah, like
It's the
their
closest thing to.
the original Power Rangers is Japanese culture,
So
and then when
I seen
it
Power Rangers, what I looked at was a fake ass Voltron.
Yeah. So. Voltron,
It took 5 people to make a full Voltron.
I know I watch Voltron
And Power Rangers
and
had to come
Thundercats
together
and
to
all that
make
shit.
One big bad motherfucker. So I never liked Power Rangers. Voltron was the original for me, the way I seen it. You know what I'm saying? That's why Voltron would never leave me. I cried when Voltron died.
So you know they just brought it back. But you ain't
I
watch
can't
it.
watch it now, nigga. I'm 44 years old.
I mean, you could. You
But
choose
I
not
literally
to.
cried when Voltron
You
died.
choose not to. You could watch it, bro. You choose not to. You tell yourself in your mind you should be watching something that's animated and it's childish and you don't watch it.
I watch different shit on Netflix all the time that's animated, cartoon type wise. But
Have you?
Like what?
Tell me something great.
I don't know nothing great. I watched that last bullshit y'all ain't been watching. It was decent. Something about robots and Voltron and people. And
Talking about what's the name of that movie? Where he was on a car trip taking the girl to college.
I watched it.
Oh yeah,
I watched the whole thing. And
that
it was
was
decent. Gave me
That
a
shit
lot
was
of laughs.
greatness,
It was,
bro.
yeah.
It was not
That
great.
shit was greatness,
But I
bro.
watched it.
That shit was
You know
so
what I'm saying?
fire.
I think right now, like, you know, you got me started on Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist is
I started on that,
top tier.
and then of course I went and watched Death Note,
Death Note
and
is
then
my
I started
favorite.
getting into like Samurai Champloo, and
Okay.
I like Baki.
Did
I
you
like
watch Afro Samurai?
I watched Afro Samurai.
Okay, so you should watch
Yeah,
Afro Samurai.
so I liked all of that. My thing right now, as far as I got a few animated shows that I like.
Mm-hmm.
They're not anime. But I like animated shows, especially when they
sure.
TVMA, because I mean adults can relate to them. That Harley Quinn series is gold.
Harley Quinn is
I
fire.
love it. But
Fire.
if I'm talking anime, the one that I'm probably just I've watched every like section of is Seven Deadly Sins.
7 Deadly
I
Sins
love
is
Seven
phenomenal.
Deadly Sins.
Oh my god, bro, is the truth.
I think you would like Seven Deadly Sins. It's funny as hell. Mm-hmm. It is.
What is his name? Mandora? His sword is broken, bro.
Yeah.
From the moment the show start, his sword is broken, and you don't understand why his sword is broken. But his sword is broken is because he is so powerful that if his sword wasn't broken, he can't be defeated. And he still can't be defeated with his broken sword.
They just came out with a
Movie?
Yeah.
I've seen where, so you know they finished the series.
Right.
And then they've been doing movies after because they want to bring the series back because you don't want to kill your cash cow. They killed their cash cow and they was like, what we gonna do now?
right.
All of it's good. All of it's good. Bro, 7 Deadly Sins is fire.
I think you
Drake
could watch.
can't watch 7 Deadly Sins. He can't watch it.
You don't think so?
Because he can't get over the so this is what most people lose themselves in anime. It's that you're gonna have a main character that is meant to be goofy. Like the pig, right?
Yeah. Okay.
It's the pig is a main character in this show. He delivers important sentences and topics and stuff, but he doesn't look serious.
True.
And you're gonna have that in anime for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like
You're right.
they normally use cats or like teddy bears or something to deliver that. Or they're gonna use a woman who got some abnormally large breasts. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of Meliodas.
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 That's his name. Meliodas, bruh. Meliodas is the man, bruh.
But the woman that he in love with, she's a giant.
The woman he in love with ain't the giant. It's the other chick who's like a
You right.
fairy or something.
And do not argue with Craig.
No, you right.
Animated.
Yeah, she's a fairy or something, but like she don't know how powerful she is. She's godly powerful.
Yeah.
But she don't know because she lost all her memory. She ain't got no thought process.
I'm trying to. It's something else that I just watched. I'm gonna have to go back through my watch history.
So I got one that I will dare anybody to watch, but you got to give it an opportunity.
Okay.
If you watch Ranking of Kings and you tell me you watched that whole series and didn't cry, you ain't got no soul.
What's it called?
Ranking of Kings.
Ranking of Kings.
It's an anime show.
It's anime, bro. If you don't cry after you watch, because it ain't but 22 episodes. If you watch all 22,
Ain't but 20. Bitch, I'm really bad.
well, first off, so you watched Blacklist, right?
Yes.
And it's 80 episodes, right?
Per season.
Per season. They're hour long apiece.
And some.
Ranking of Kings is 23 minutes.
I was just
per
gonna
episode.
say they be less than 30 minutes on every episode.
23 minutes per episode. Bro, if you watch,
So that's really like 11.
yeah, if you watch Ranking of Kings, 22 episodes, 23 minutes per episode, bro. If you watch the whole thing and you tell me that you didn't boo-hoo cry, you ain't got no soul, bro. You ain't got no soul whatsoever.
I want some animated objects.
Well, so when you watch it, imagine he's a real kid.
It's hard.
I mean, he's a kid. He's imagined as a king's son.
So is Pinocchio.
No, Pinocchio is imagined as a wood puppet that was carved by Geppetto that wanted to be a real boy. No, this is a kid that's imagined behind a real kid.
So is China 5.
I mean, bro, if you want to be closed-minded to it, do that. But And I don't even think they got a dub version of it. I think you gotta watch it subtitled. Listen, bro.
Johnny Five is alive.
Listen, bro. If you watch,
I went back on y'all. That's like 85.
no, I've seen everything Johnny Five. First
Short
off,
Circuit. You don't know nothing about Short
bro,
Circuit.
you out your mind if you think I don't know.
You know
what
Short Circuit for real?
Bro,
I remember Short
So
Circuit.
first off, the reason why I'm an anime fan and a sci-fi fan is because my mom is one.
Oh, really?
Bro, I grew up watching Sci-Fi Channel my whole life, bro. Like
I think y'all remember Johnny Five though. That's old school as fuck. Y'all older than me, bitches.
Bro, I watch all that. So, bro, if you watch Ranking, and I think it's only subtitled.
Okay.
I don't know if they do. But I watched it was only subtitled. If they got dubbed, watch it that way. It doesn't matter. The main character is deaf. He can't talk.
Right. Okay.
That by itself should tell you a lot.
I got you.
The main character is deaf and he can't talk. Bruh.
That's wild.
Fire, bruh.
That's wild.
Bruh. Fire, bruh. It's so tough. Oh, man. Bruh, you don't understand. Like, bruh, it hit you like 10 times in the show. Where his family tried to kill him.
Oh, shit.
He's the heir to the throne.
Okay.
But you can't put an heir on the throne that can't hear or talk.
I got you.
Bruh, the struggle.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
The movement, bruh. Oh my god, bro! I wish y'all understood how good that show is. Like if I ain't never told y'all to watch any anime whatsoever, if you can sit through 22 20-minute episodes, 23-minute episodes of anything, and watch Ranking of Kings, bro, Ranking of Kings is up there with Death Note. It's that good.
Okay.
It's that good.
And I think I'd have probably watched Death Note 3 or 4 times just because
Bruh.
it's that good.
It's the human experience, bro.
I get you.
It's the human experience, bro. Anyway, man, we got on a side note heavy. Move us along a little bit. We running out of time. Move us along a little bit.
I was gonna say if we need to, I mean, we can always. I know it's a little late. You know what I'm saying?
What's a no, bro?
You ready for the quote?
Yeah, quote us out then.
That'll work. Our quote of the week says, "Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything."
Facts. And if you can't change your mind, the give one opportunity to a show as good as Rankings of Kings, you lost. You lost. Just, man, it's 22 episodes at 23 minutes an episode, bro. You talking about at the most, bro, about 9 hours of programming. You watch that in one season of Stranger Things.
You right.
Stranger Things was actually good.
Should we tell the people what we're gonna talk about next week so they know what to get ready to tune in for?
Give them my preview.
All right. So for next week, y'all make sure y'all tap in with us. We're gonna hit it on the lighter side of things, man. Something for the ladies. We're gonna talk about the pros and cons to double dating. Mm-hmm. We're gonna talk about competition and relationships, and we also gonna talk about that everything that we do as humans is either for survival or entertainment. We're gonna dive deep into that next week. So y'all make sure y'all stay tapped in, man.
This is South Got Something to Say, episode 141. Man, appreciate y'all for tuning in with us, man. We love y'all. We out.
Peace.